There was a guy, a prominent historical figure, but I'm not going to tell you who it was because that's something you're just going to have to figure out on your own. And don't get all pissy about it like I'm a big tease because, look, I've been called a tease before and it doesn't bother me one. No, actually, I've never been called a tease. Anyway, back in December of 1931, this guy was in New York City on a 40-stop speaking tour, and one day on his way to visit a friend, he stepped out of a cab and was hit by a car. Well, he broke his nose and fractured some ribs and was sent to a hospital. Oh, and he was a big drinker, which I can't say that I really approve of. It's Russ Woody again, whether you like it or not, with another vital historical fact. And since this accident took place in New York City, aka the United States, and since it was 1931, Prohibition was in effect. It had been in effect from 1920 until 1933 because of the 18th Amendment, which said the federal government could take away the licenses from brewers and distillers, from vintners, wholesale and retail sellers, everybody. It was a disaster and quite a bummer for this guy. Here's a little clue. This guy, his usual drinking schedule was champagne with every meal, scotch throughout the day, and brandy to top off the night. Well, after his accident, he was seen by Dr. Otto Picard, who wrote him a prescription. It said, "This is to certify that the post-accident convalescence of the Honorable Winston Churchill necessitates the use of alcoholic spirits, especially at mealtimes. The quantity is naturally indefinite, but the minimum requirement would be 250 cubic centimeters." So it worked out okay for Winston Churchill, which reminds me of one of my favorite stories when he was at a party and a woman said to him, "Mr. Churchill, I believe you're drunk." And he looked at her and he said, "And you, madam, are ugly. As for my condition, it'll pass by the morning, but you will still be ugly." Which is body shaming, and again, another thing I don't approve of. But really, she started it.